Welcome back to the channel. Glad you could join me again. Oh, almost there. Today is a sort of continuation of the last time at the ranch. And I wanted to just give you an indication of what I paid. And that looks like it's with a discount, quite possible. Trying to get my gloves dry, still trying to get my gloves dry. I thought this was a good option. The sun is shining today. The terrorists, the goat terrorists. Oh, they're lovely. I love them to death, but you wait until I hit the button. I love dogs. They simply go crazy every time you even get in the area of hitting that button. Absolutely crazy. Love it. However, I'm going to go to Halmstad, so that is the plan. Anyway, it's a lovely day and I'm going to stay another night at this hotel. I thought it was too good an opportunity to miss, and Malmo really isn't that far away anymore. I just wanted to enjoy the forests and the lanes. It's such a lovely area here. Halmstad is over on the coast with the port, harbour. Although I'm not sure how much of it I will be seeing today because the weather is changing fast. Yeah, the city's, it's an old one, like you see, it gained city rights about 1,020 years ago of the making of this film. I would say it is an interesting, I'm into architecture, right, and looking at it, you've got obviously older buildings mixed in with extremely new buildings, and look at that. I mean, how cool is that? You know, they're blending in, but extremely modern, really. I mean, that's awesome. And you can see the sea in front of us. Yeah, under the cloud. There's a slight colour difference. Look how she smiled all the way down and actually also called out. And I think it was something like, cool. That kind of thing happens when you're on a Ryker because people have not seen it before. I think it's more of that. They don't quite understand what it is. Actually, a lot of people don't understand what it is. Even I have questions now and again. Yeah, I'm not going to be going down to the port, but look at this. I mean, this is so cute, isn't it? I mean, these houses, they're all different. And actually, talking of different, they are completely different to the style of the houses that I've been looking at. That's obviously the difference between what's in the landscape tucked into the forests and the cities. It's quite interesting how that works here, because all of the cities are completely different to the houses that you see and the cabins and that like dark red painted colour. Completely different. You could think that we were actually already in a different country. Interesting. I find it interesting. Interesting as well here, right? Then there are no markings on the road, and I'm not sure quite who has right of way, so I've just waited until it's quiet. You know, there's no point in forcing issues. I'm not in any hurry, and I haven't studied, to be honest, haven't studied all of the rules and regulations attached to their road system. You just use your head. You know, it's got me this far anyway. The weather is looking decidedly changeable. I can see water on the ground. Obviously it's rained here. I think I've just got very lucky today and ridden in between the dramatic weather, because there's actually quite a lot of puddles here. So I think I did the right thing heading in that direction. But I do want to stop off at the lake. I mean, look how beautiful this is. And it's en route. I'm not that far away from the accommodation now. The tranquility here, when all you can hear as well is the rustle of the leaves in the trees and the wind. Oh, so tranquil, so peaceful. Hardly any birds even, so quiet. Oh, it is a bit of a photographer's dream here, it really is. I continually take photographs, and I mean, it's a strange thing, you know. The weather changes here so quickly, and it's all, you know, although the weather here in the southern part of Sweden isn't that different to Holland, to be honest. So I have reached the accommodation, and my last evening in this wonderful little oasis of a hotel. Had some wonderful conversations, met some new people, and up to bed and ready for what will be an exciting day. And here we are, saying goodbye to my terrorist friends, my little cuties, that are there as clockwork. As soon as you sit or get anywhere near the bike, they're there, and here we go. So excitable. So leaving my furry friends behind, my vocal friends behind, I'm now heading to Malmö. I'm going to do as much as I possibly can off the motorway. I won't be able to avoid it completely. But however, I've decided that this is going to be my last night in Sweden. So I'm going to enjoy the forests. I'm going to enjoy the views while I can, and just hit the motorway at the last point, or the furthest point that I can, to ride the last part to the bridge. I am seeing a huge smiley face in the sky. Look at that. Look at that. The Cheshire Cat almost. Well, the Cheshire Cat in a wig, perhaps. Oh, me. Me. It's me, isn't it? It's a self-portrait. It just is. A perfectly timed and perfectly positioned smiley cloud. I've got to love that. Didn't notice it before, funnily enough. That's the nice thing about filming everything. But literally, perhaps the more than the half of this tour, I would have actually mentally have forgotten until I started watching the footage back. That's the nice thing about filming everything. You've captured it, documented it, you know? That's why I do it. And seriously, I've watched earlier episodes of mine. I was thinking, I don't remember that. I'm thinking, oh, I do. Yes, I do remember that. But it's purely suggestion. So I'm really glad I've managed to kind of set this now in concrete anyway, you know. It seems like a lot of work when you're doing it, but at the end of the day, it's so worth doing it, you know, even if you don't film everything, just to keep the photos in one way or another. Right, I just wanted to mention here, this is the island in the middle of between the bridge and the tunnel. And for the first time, it's the first time in a long time that I've actually seen wood turbines. The wind turbines, normally you see, or I'm used to seeing them. I'm just used to seeing them now as part of the horizon. In Norway, I don't think I saw that many of them. Maybe they're just hidden, hidden away from the road. There is a lighthouse, understandably perhaps here. I mean, the tunnel area of this bridge is meant as a shipping lane. And to give you a very, very graphic image of exactly how that works, you're looking at it. Yeah, the bucket list. Norway, Arctic Circle, Nordicup, and the Malmö Bridge. All in one trip. Well, I couldn't for the life of me imagine that a year ago. Now approaching Copenhagen. Airport to the right. So it's between basically the bridge and the main city of Copenhagen. But I've decided not to go to the harbour, as I have actually seen the mermaid statue in the harbour before, a long time ago, but I have seen it. But this is cool. Now I'm cruising in Copenhagen. How cool is this? Haha! Excellent. And look at the weather. It's stayed dry for me. This is awesome. Yes, woke up in Sweden and now in Denmark. This is so cool. Just cruising through the middle of the city. I need to find petrol amongst all these beautiful buildings, and I need to find an accommodation of some sort. I know where I'm going to be tomorrow night, but tonight I need to find something fairly soon. I'm pretty tired. It's been quite an emotional day today, and I really do want to kind of chill. This is such a lovely place. Needless to say, I have found a hotel not that far away. And I wanted to mention this one actually. I don't normally go into this kind of thing, but people have been asking me more about the prices of the accommodations, etc. I'm not sure whether this is a good example or not, because I looked up, just out of curiosity, what it would be on the same dates in 2025. And that day was the 23rd, I believe, the night of the 23rd, leaving on the 24th of August 2024. I only paid the equivalent of about 110 euros, including breakfast, for this hotel in August of 24. I looked up the price of this hotel and it was like not double, but 165 euros for the night. What's going on? Huge increase in the price. So it could be potentially because I have I get discount because I'm with booking.com. Maybe that plays a role, but that's a huge difference, massive. So anyway, I have reached the accommodation and I have to park in another place. But there we go, in the middle of the city pretty much, Tastrup. And tomorrow I will be visiting a Viking museum on the way through to visiting friends of mine. So thank you so much again for joining me. Thank you for watching. This was my kilometre stand. So I think I've probably done about 1,000 kilometres since the last time that I logged that or showed you it. Maybe I should do that more often as well. But thank you very much for joining me and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.